Hello, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys again, and yeah, another Hasbro rant. Now, I wasn't going to do one of these because every man and his dog's done one, basically, to do with last week's live stream from Hasbro. We live streamed it on our live stream, and you can tell from the guy's reaction what a disappointment it actually was. I was disappointed too for the guys because I don't collect modern anymore. I'm moving away from modern. I might go back into it. I'll probably get a few bits to review for the channel maybe in the future, but it's just the way the Hasbro is going at the moment. I don't really want to talk a lot about the playset stand, whatever you want to call it, because as I say, a lot of people have talked about it, and we all know what a disappointment it is. The only thing I'd like to say in favour of it, if I can at all, is if it was the basis for a ongoing project to build around it, then that would be okay. Another idea I thought I'd have is, why didn't they do part 1 and part 2 of the playset? If they're doing an ongoing build for it, which would be quite interesting. I wish they'd do the same for the Death Star, things like that. But it might be too much for Hasbro. I don't want to say anything about Hasbro really, because they seem to be lacking in the design, in the forethought, in the actual love of Star Wars. Yes, they may like it, they may have had toys, but these guys seem to be the younger type. If you go back in the day, Bob Breakin at Palitoy, I mean, Bob Breakin must be laughing. Laughing is thing is off. If you go look at the Death Star playset, the Action Force, the Robo Skull, the designs in that are just, the love put into those toys is outstanding. But there's no love put into this at all. There's no love of toys, and that's maybe where we're going now, unfortunately. Like the 20-30 year olds that are probably the designers now do not have the heart and soul of play with toys. It's maybe the video games generation. I am of the video game generation. I love video games, so I'm not knocking those. It's just that unique creators have got love for toys, love for Star Wars, love what they do. I've got this is Hasbro. This is Hasbro. Marvel line seems to have got really good, but is it? I keep forgetting his name. Is it Brian Evans or something Evans? Anyway, you can correct me in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Has moved from Star Wars. He's an English guy as well. He's moved from Star Wars over to Marvel, and it's really showing. It's really showing. I mean, have we ever seen anything like that on the Black Series with the stand? These plastic bits, apparently, I've been told, and I've said it before, they look good with lights under them, which they probably will because they are see-through. And just to have a stand, something dynamic for your Star Wars figures would be perfect. Now, this is obviously vintage collection, and whereas for obviously 3 3/4 is my choice of Star Wars figures. I had the Black Series, still got a few of the Black Series, but 5 POA 3 3/4 is my preferred choice. I didn't go down the vintage collection route because there was a steady line from Power of the Force 2. There was a steady line of figures coming out up until the vintage collection, and obviously 5 POA from the movies apart from Rise of Skywalker, unfortunately. That's another thing Hasbro really got wrong. So, yeah. The only other thing, apart from being the base stand to build up, like get a crane in, get all the corridors, get the gantry, get the whole Bespin set around it. That'd be absolutely fantastic. If you just got, instead of a stormtrooper, so you're going to get 2 stormtroopers. Basically, if you're a vintage collection collector, you're going to have 4 Hanning Carbonites. One from the Slave One, one from the Jabba's Palace, and you're going to get 2 of these, so you're going to get 2 more. Plus 2 of those central sections. So why not have part 1 and part 2 playsets? Have one white Bespin Guard and the other black Bespin Guard. So it just mixes it up enough for people to buy both. Either that or just make it a one big box, of $100 box with it all there. And have a Bespin Guard and a Stormtrooper. Anyway, that's Hasbro for you. And another thing for that place, I know I said I wasn't going to mention it much, but I am doing, is play value for kids. There's no play feature. It's not a play set. It's a stand for your figures. It's a diorama. But the good thing about it is it may, if kids do actually buy this, if the parents buy it for the kids, which hopefully they will, that they will use their imaginations again. And I've tried to push for kids. I've said it before. I've done a video before about kids not using their imaginations, and they really need to again. It's nice to have video games, it's nice to be able to watch the movies, but use your mind, play with the toys. And parents, please buy toys. I went into Asda last week and I saw these beautiful knockoff toys. They're not really, I don't know if they're knockoff, because they're like Jurassic Park, there's Action Force, things like that. The Asda and Walmart parent company are actually putting out them, and the price point is absolutely brilliant. Get them that as a starting point, and then they might start thinking, oh, I want some more of these, and they might start buying other figures. Who knows? Because the price point for toys at the moment is not for kids, unfortunately. I was talking about 5 POA. They were £10. Wait till they're on bargain stores. Yes, they're £2, whatever. Entertainer, £2, £3, £5 at most. So that hopefully will lead them to buy more toys. But the retail price from Hasbro is atrocious, and that's why nobody's buying them. That's why they're going to bargain places where they have the proper price and people are buying them. People are lapping them up at bargain places. Why can't Hasbro see that? So from a design standpoint, I think that they need to employ more older generation. Get Bob Breakin in, just as an advisory role. Get the palitoy guys in. It's funny how this Evans, I'm sorry, let me know please in the comments. I keep thinking of names, but I'm not going to say it because I did know it because I've spoken to him before, but he's an English guy, and I'm not saying anything about being English or anything like that because I'm a bit biased, but the palitoy guys did do the best work. They did design back in the day. Bring back palitoy, that's all I'm saying. Hasbro at the moment, it feels like to us as collectors out there, they're trolling us quite a bit. Seems like they can put, I wonder if they've just done a bet. It's like a bet saying put Star Wars on anything and they'll buy it. I don't know. The Back TVC campaign has been awesome. It's just shown that the collector community is still very active, and hopefully Hasbro, they do know. Obviously, sale numbers, they look at sale numbers. They don't look at. They do say they're looking at fan forums and things like that. I doubt that very much. Maybe to get ideas for new toys. But what they need to do is have a proper fan forum, a fan group of, say, 10 guys or girls, whatever, to develop ideas. If it's an online group, people sat in a boardroom thrashing out ideas, that's what they need to do. Us collectors will do it for nothing. We'll probably do it for the toys. If we have like an idea for a toy and they actually make it, give us that for free and we'll do it for that. I work for toys. I've done it. I always will do. But I think they do need to have a fan forum. Maybe not online, but I don't know, because maybe they could do it invite only. Invite 20 people that they know, that they trust, not people that will cower down to them and say, oh yeah, you've done a brilliant job, just for free stuff. Proper people, top YouTubers, top toy YouTubers. I'm not saying me at any point, because I'm not top, I'm a little guy. But people that they watch and trust to tell them the truth. That's what they need to do. They don't want yes men, they want people to tell them the truth. There's too many yes men. And that's no good in any kind of business. You need perspective from outside the box. I ask for it all the time. For my videos, I cannot look at my videos from the perspective of another person. And I need people to tell me honestly, and to put it in the comments, how you feel about my videos, what you want out of my videos, because I am doing it for you. I'm not doing it for my own benefit. I love doing it, don't get me wrong. I love doing these videos. That's why I do one a day, at least one a day. And if anybody asks me to do something, I will try my best to do it. I have done so far. Everybody that's requested some type of video, I've done it. And I hope to keep that up. I'd like to thank all these other channels that have talked about this playset, so I didn't have to as much. I tell you what, after that Monday, last Monday, that live stream, I wanted to do it there and then. I really did. But then Boss Bounty did one straight away, and even he's not happy with it. He's not too sure, I don't think. I think he's 50-50 on it. Michael at Retro Blasting's done a really good video about it, and he's right about Hasbro. We're vintage collectors, and that's the way it's going to stay. Hasbro saved me a lot of money, basically. I think everybody's done a video on this, because it's so bad. It's so bad. And the other things they showed, repacks of figures we've already got. Why have they done another Chewbacca on Empire card? We've got it on a Star Wars card. Why do we need it on Empire card? Yes, the Vader, because it's a different Vader. His inner capes are over his shoulder pads on New Hope. Empire Strikes Back, they're under his pads. So it's nice to have a different Vader. I can just about see that. A different, maybe a different Boba Fett. Well, not different, but a different carded, having the Empire Boba Fett, because not a lot of people will have got the Star Wars Boba Fett. But the Chewbacca it's a straight repack and it just doesn't look any different. We've just got one with the 2-pack with the 3PO. Why do I need one on this card? I've decided I'm moving away from modern. I want to just get vintage. I know I can focus. I know what I need to get. There's not stuff coming out. When this Black Series first started, there were special figures, collector figures, and I was very attracted to them. I started collecting them, and but now they're just churning them out. Every character except the ones that you really want, like the Cantina Aliens, Hammerhead. I love a Hammerhead. FX7, just do something different. Especially with the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary. You got another Chewie. Why not do FX7 to 1B? What is it about the droids that they don't like? But anyway, I know Hasbro won't look at this. I know they won't watch it. But I just hope that they will look at... I mean, I've said it in the videos before. They need to Hasbro UK needs to develop a company over here that'll pack design like Palitoy did for Kenner. That's what we need. Thank you for watching, and may the toys be with you. Another fun fact, in the loop, the hula hoop became one of the first toy crazes in the United States in the 1950s. But they weren't popular everywhere. British doctors noted an uptick in back and neck problems related to the hula hoop use, while in Indonesia they were banned from promoting litigious behaviour and lustful feelings. For their part, the Soviet Union used the hula hoop to symbolise the emptiness of American culture.